Do you ever feel like your body is fighting you? You've cut the calories, you're hitting the gym, you're eating those low-fat snacks, and yet the scale hasn't moved an inch in weeks. It's frustrating, right? You start to think, maybe I'm just not disciplined enough, or maybe my metabolism is just broken. Well, I'm here to tell you that it's not your fault, and more importantly, you aren't broken. The weight loss industry has spent the last 40 years teaching us one simple math equation: calories in versus calories out. They tell us if we eat less and move more, we lose weight. But if you've tried that and failed, you know that this equation is fundamentally flawed. It ignores the most powerful thing in your body: your hormones. Specifically, one hormone that acts like a master switch for fat storage: insulin. In the next 12 minutes, we're going to stop looking at food as just a bunch of calories and start looking at how your body actually processes energy. If you stay with me, you're going to understand exactly why you've been stuck and exactly how to flip that switch from fat storing to fat burning. Let's dive in. Now you might be asking, okay, if calories aren't the whole story, then what actually happens inside me when I eat? This is where things get interesting, and dare I say, a bit eye-opening. Imagine your body as a high-tech house. Your fat cells are like the pantry in that house. Now, your body needs a key to open the pantry door to take out stored fat for energy. That key is a specific hormone called insulin. Normally, insulin is a good thing. It's like a delivery person. When you eat, it brings energy into your cells. But here is the problem. In our modern world, we are over-delivering. We are eating from the moment we wake up until we go to sleep. We snack at 10 a.m., have a coffee with sugar at 11:30 a.m., lunch at 1 p.m., an afternoon snack, and the cycle continues. Because we are constantly eating, our insulin levels stay elevated almost all day long. And when insulin is high, it acts like a deadbolt on your fat cells. It's physically impossible for your body to pull fat out of those cells while insulin is keeping the door locked. Think about it. If you were the body and you were being fed every 2 hours, would you ever need to go into your emergency reserves, your body fat? Of course not. You'd just keep burning the incoming fuel. And that extra fuel? The body has nowhere else to put it, so it turns it into more fat. This is why you can be in a calorie deficit, eating fewer calories than you burn, but still struggle, because your hormonal environment is stuck in storage mode. It's not a lack of willpower, and it's not that you're lazy. Your body is simply doing exactly what it was programmed to do. It's protecting its reserves because it thinks it's being fed constantly. It's like trying to fill a bucket that's already full. No matter how much more water you pour in, it just overflows. We need to stop the constant delivery of food so that insulin levels can drop. When insulin drops, that deadbolt finally releases, the vault door swings open, and that is when your body says, "Oh, I guess we don't have food coming in right now. Time to burn some of this stored fat for fuel." But how do we know if we are already dealing with this locked vault situation? What are the subtle signs your body is giving you before the scale even becomes a problem? That's what we need to look at next. So if insulin is the master key to the vault, why is everyone still obsessed with counting every single calorie? Well, the problem isn't that calories don't matter at all. It's that they don't matter in isolation. Think of your body like a car. You wouldn't just measure how much gas you put in the tank to determine how far the car goes. You'd also want to know if the engine is actually working, right? If your engine is broken or clogged, it doesn't matter how much gas, calories you pour in. You aren't going anywhere. This is where the calories in, calories out theory falls apart. It assumes that every calorie acts the same way inside your body. But let's be honest, does a 100-calorie pack of cookies trigger the same hormonal response as a 100-calorie serving of broccoli and chicken? Absolutely not. The cookie triggers a massive, rapid spike in insulin because your body sees it as quick, easy energy, or worse, a metabolic threat. The broccoli and protein, however, give your body steady, slow-burning fuel. One is a signal to store fat, and the other is a signal to sustain your energy. When you focus only on the number of calories, you become a math expert rather than a health expert. You start choosing low-calorie processed foods just because the label says 100 calories, ignoring the fact that those foods are flooded with sugars and refined starches that are keeping your insulin levels permanently in the red zone. I've worked with so many people who were stuck at 1,200 calories a day, starving themselves, and still not losing weight. Their metabolism had basically slowed down to a crawl because their body thought it was in a famine. By shifting the focus away from how much to what kind of fuel we provide, we give the body the permission to stop hoarding fat. It's about moving from a mindset of restriction to a mindset of regulation. We aren't trying to starve the body, we are trying to teach it how to balance itself again. And once you accept that the math isn't the whole story, you're ready to learn the actual mechanics of how to fix this. So, the big question is, how do we actually start the fix? You don't need a medical degree, and you don't need a miracle pill. You just need to follow these 3 pillars to bring your insulin back into balance. Pillar 1, the no snack rule. The most dangerous thing you can do for your insulin is to snack. Every time you grab a healthy handful of almonds or a mid-afternoon latte, you're resetting your insulin clock back to 0. I want you to stick to 2 or 3 solid meals a day. If you aren't hungry, don't eat. Give your body a 4 to 5 hour window between meals where it isn't processing anything. That is the time when the magic happens, and your body finally goes into the pantry to burn that stored fat. Pillar 2, liquid calories are out. This is non-negotiable. If you are drinking your calories, whether it's soda, fruit juices, or even that low-fat flavored coffee, you are flooding your system with sugar before you've even had a chance to chew. Liquid sugar hits the bloodstream like a freight train, forcing your pancreas to pump out a massive amount of insulin immediately. Cut the liquid calories, and you'll see the bloating decrease within days. Pillar 3, the protein fiber first order. You don't have to quit carbohydrates forever, but you do have to change the order in which you eat them. Always start your meal by eating your protein and fiber, like your vegetables, before you touch the bread or the rice. When you eat protein and fiber first, they create a protective mesh in your gut that slows down how quickly sugar enters your bloodstream. This prevents that massive insulin spike, keeping your vault from slamming shut. It's a simple trick, but it is a total game changer for your energy levels. Listen, I know this sounds like a big change. For years we've been told to just eat less and exercise more, and when we didn't see results, we blamed ourselves. But now you know the truth. The problem wasn't your willpower. It was the mechanism of your metabolism. When you start applying these 3 pillars, cutting the snacks, ditching the liquid sugar, and reordering your food, you aren't just dieting. You are retraining your body to communicate with itself properly. You are teaching your pancreas to rest, your insulin levels to stabilize, and your fat cells to finally release their grip on that stored energy. This isn't a quick fix that lasts for a week. This is a lifestyle shift that brings your energy back, clears that brain fog, and actually helps you feel like yourself again. I want you to be patient with yourself. Your body has been in this storage mode for a long time, and it might take a little while to trust that it's safe to start burning fat again. But I promise you, if you stay consistent with these steps, the results will come. Take a photo today and track how you feel, not just the number on the scale. Watch your energy levels, watch your mood, and watch your cravings disappear. Those are the real markers of success. You've got the knowledge now. You know that you're not broken, you're just in need of an insulin fix. Take that first step today, even if it's just changing your morning coffee routine. If this video helped you see your health in a new light, hit that subscribe button. Join our community here at the Insulin Fix, where we talk about real science for real people. Let me know in the comments, which one of these 3 changes are you going to start with today? I'll be reading every single one of them. Thank you for watching, stay consistent, and I'll see you in the next one.